guys, Jess here with Offbeat Life, bringing you our December 2020 budget, the last one for the year, the last one for 2020, closing out the year. And I think we closed it out pretty strong, so I will dive in and show you how things went. So we brought in money from two sinking funds, home maintenance and car fund, $111.20 for home maintenance and $882.06 for car fund. This one is exciting because we bought a Jeep Comanche some point fairly early in 2020, and it just kind of sat like all year. So it was really exciting to finally start working on that. We moved some stuff over from one of our other Jeeps and scrapped that one, and ideally we'll get it on the road here and start taking some trips and take you guys along with us. So hopefully by the end of this year, that would be ideal, at least some of it starting. So in terms of regular income, RJ's part-time merchandising job, we budgeted $400. He brought in $606.57, which was $206.57 over budget. He did get a small bonus at the end of the year, which was nice. I budgeted $415 for Driveline, my part-time merchandising, and brought in $538.99, which was $123.99 over budget, which was great. The other thing I'm looking forward to is because things have been going so well with bookkeeping, finally, that I cut my merchandising in half, basically. I had 4 stores that I would work in, and I cut that down to 2 for this year. So looking forward to that. And the hospital that I do the bookkeeping for, I budgeted $880, and I usually bring around right about that. That's pretty consistent hours that I clock. So I don't usually expect any overages or shortages there. So it was only over by 51 cents. For my other bookkeeping job that I do remotely, that has an online presence, I budgeted about $800 and brought in $1,237.84. Lots of stuff going on right now, and a lot of things to do. So I've been staying very busy with that, which is very exciting, and I'm glad for the opportunity, and I'm glad that it's they are as excited for me to have more time for them as I am. So very happy about that relationship. So that was $437.84 over there. And for the bookkeeping that I'm doing as an independent contractor, that comes in at $300, so $100 per company. So we budgeted $3,788.26, obviously with like an extra $1,000 because of sinking funds, and we brought in $4,557.17. So we were $768.91 over budget, which was fantastic. So going into where the money went, in terms of, we'll go into the bills. Everything was normal. We know what our electric is the month before. This one was a little bit more reasonable. I think it had jumped up in November, but it jumped up again in January, so that sucks. We'll see what February looks like. I don't know. Car insurance is normal at $125. Garbage is quarterly, so that's not due, I think, January. Got that one. Groceries, we were slightly under, but again, we had our card that the school had sent for our son because they're not at school having their school lunches, so they sent like a benefits card. So we kind of bought snacks here and there on that. RJ was very naughty with the snacks. I'm going to completely blame it on him. So we vowed, it's, new year, new me, that whole business. So we're going to do better in 2021. So no more of that, but we were under budget because of that. So I guess could go either way. We stocked up on our emergency for about 2 months again. We take that every day to keep our immune systems up and not play no games with no Rona. No dog food in December. Phone bills are normal, $49.16 for RJ's phone. He gets a little bit more data than I do. Mine's $38.26. Cable was 71 cents over. It's a whole thing. We called, we were basically going to say either we want the service that we're paying for or we don't want to pay for the service we're not getting, that whole type of thing. And they said that we had old equipment because it was Time Warner turned Spectrum, and they said, well, you've got Time Warner equipment, here's Spectrum equipment, it'll work better, and here's a better plan. And then RJ goes and pulls the bill, and they charged us $10 for self-installation. So hopefully I think we won't see this for another week or so, but hopefully this will come down in January, for the end of January. Super annoyed. So we can't with them. Netflix and Hulu are normal $8.99, $5.99 respectively, and RJ's Lightroom subscription's $33.46, which we still haven't moved over. I will eventually, I promise. Home maintenance and car repair going through the expense section here. Christmas we went way over, but I kind of gave myself permission to, since I knew we were so far over on income, and we're getting to the point now that, we're out of debt. We've got a fully funded emergency fund, and I'm starting to feel, I'm still not like a big spender. Like I'm not, RJ's the free spirit, 100%, I'm the nerd. But I guess once Christmas is here, I'm getting to the point where I don't want to put a super restrictive price limit on gifts. I don't buy for a lot of people, just my parents, my brother, and my nieces and now nephew, and our son, of course. But, when they have things like on their Christmas list and, it's outside of what I've set money aside for, I think I need to kind of loosen the reins on that. So I think we're going to bump that up a little bit next year, probably closer to $400. And I think I'm going to put some of it in November next year, because waiting till December 1st and running all the Christmas stuff in December starts to get a little snug, especially this year when the shipping services were struggling. I was a little nervous. So we'll probably split that up between November, December next year. But Roth IRA, I'm putting $100 into that every month. I expect to actually bump that up to $200 in February because of one of our sinking funds down below. We'll be finishing at the end of January. So that's the plan there. Miscellaneous, we were way under, which was cool. Only $36.91 there, so we were under $13.09. But my hairdryer crapped the bed. It died. And I bought just a couple little decorations, Christmas decorations, and a dog. Oh my God, you guys. Maybe I'll see if I can splice in a picture here. We bought a flannel for the dog. So cute. Oh my gosh. Hoping to take him on some winter hikes. So that was the point of that. Not a complete splurge, but a little bit. So we were $430.65 over on expenses, but part of that is, I don't know how I want to calculate that. It's because, we were over in mortgage, but that's a good thing. So it's a good overage. So I guess just $30 bad overage. I don't know. Did I skip gas? We were way under in gas too. I'm super excited that I'm not driving all over Creations. So pretty soon the budgeted amount for gas is going to come down, or rather this one, the budgeted amount will come down soon. So that'll be cool. So onto the savings, because we had a bunch of extra, I bumped all the savings accounts up. So we put $282 into the car fund, bringing that back up to $1,500, $400 into home maintenance, bringing that up just over $2,000, made a whopping $6 in interest. So annoying. $200 into our fireworks fund because we want to put on a pretty spectacular fireworks show next year. In New York, we're not allowed to do mortars, so we're going to go down to Pennsylvania and get some really cool ones because everybody around us loves fireworks. And with the whole issue last year, there were no fireworks shows, so we're going to put on our own. So it seemed like something fun to save up a little bit of money and have some fun with in 2021. So January will be the last month. We'll get that to 1,000 and then we'll be done with that one. And then obviously you saw it, I skipped over. We paid the minimum payment on the mortgage, $695.51, and then put an extra $500. So $400 more than budgeted. That one is almost down to $40,000, which is super exciting. I will try and shortly get you guys like our snowball for, it's not really a snowball anymore, just our pay down of the mortgage so you can see where we're at. But we are doing pretty good. Did good. Actually surpassed my goal for 2020. I want to pay it at a rate of $10,000 a year. That way it'll be paid off in 4 more years. So by the end of 2024, got it. But I will get you guys an update on that to show you where we're at, how much we paid off in 2020, as long as we can stick with the goal, which things are going really well with, like I said, with bookkeeping and everything. So we should be able to set up a pretty standard plan to get that paid off in the next 4 years is the goal, as well as starting to put away for more retirement. That'll probably not quite hit the 15% that Dave says until after the mortgage. I know I'm a little out of order, but I gotta, it's really hard to not hit the mortgage with everything and crank up the retirement. I know I'm supposed to, but I did the math and we're still looking really good. So I think we'll be okay. What else is left? I think that's it. And we're saving for some projects coming up. We gotta like re-side the house and fun things like that in 2021. But other than that, we're looking to have some fun this year and hopefully get some travel in and take you guys with us and really start enjoying the benefits of flexible schedules and flexible work and all the stuff we've been striving for all these years. So really excited to get there. Let us know what kind of goals you guys have for 2021, how things are going, what you're looking forward to and what you're looking forward to not having anymore in your life, things like that. And we will talk to you again in the next one. Have a good one.